Hello, Slicey Dicers. This is Brian with another knife-ish video for you today. It's the holiday season. No matter what holiday you celebrate, you're probably buying some presents for some people. And a whole lot of people are doing these videos about, best ideas to get, to get a dude for EDC purposes or whatever. This is kind of one of those videos, but I wanted to do it from a different perspective. I did it this way last year, and you guys seem to enjoy it. This is kind of my Christmas list. As of right now, it'll probably change tomorrow. But as of right now, this is my Christmas list. I'm actually doing this because I was texting with my mother-in-law today about something I'm getting my wife to get her advice, and she asked what I wanted for Christmas. I'm in a weird position. I think for a lot of people, I love my in-laws. I don't make in-law jokes because my in-laws are great. I love them both a lot. My mother-in-law is amazing, and a lot of this stuff is way out of the price range I'd expect her to spend on me, and I'm not going to send her all of these. But I did send her a few of these that are more reasonably priced for stuff that I did want for Christmas. This is just meant to be like the Christmas shopping from my perspective for stuff that I would like. You can apply that to whoever you're shopping for, if it's yourself, if it's a significant other, whatever you want. This is just from my perspective. This is the kind of stuff that I want. All right, let's get going. I'm going to do 3 different kind of categories, just kind of general EDC stuff, and then another hobby that I'm into that's EDC related, which is watches right now. Next year, it may be a different thing when I do this again. It probably won't be watches. It'll probably be something else. As Shabazz says, do not get into watches. And then, of course, knives at the end. So 5 of each. So let's get going. First up, pretty inexpensive item, but I've always wanted one of these, and I like this company a lot, so that's why I chose this one. This is the Knight Heron leather valet tray. I just think these little valet trays are pretty cool, and I like Knight Heron leather a lot. Good company, and it's $25, and it just looks pretty awesome. And yeah, just to have it sitting next to my bed. I like these little leather kind of snap, and like you can either have it riveted or snapped, in the corners. So if you can unsnap it and lay it flat if you want to, or roll it up or whatever. I'd probably just get the rivets because I'm never gonna lay it flat again. It's just gonna sit there next to my bed anyway. Next up would be this particular Victorinox Swiss tool. I am gonna make sure that you can see the URLs up top. But of course, this one is really long because it's Amazon. But and I'll link to them down below. But yeah, the Swiss Tool Spirit has really gotten a lot of good reviews, and I don't know, I just really like the look of it. I was kind of against pocket tools or multi tools that didn't have pocket clips before, but this one actually I do like a lot. This is the Mac Daddy with all the options. It's $150. They're like around 110 if you get one without all the ratchet and all that stuff. But I have been carrying a multi-tool and a belt a bit more, so I think I actually would not mind this one at all. But yeah, you can see the price there, 105 to up to 149 according to this retailer. But I like the ratchet one. I think I'd use it a lot, taking knives apart and stuff like that. But I like Victorinox stuff. I like my Swiss Army knives, and I've never been in love with their tools. But this one, the Swiss tool, seems to be getting very, very good reviews, so I want to check that out. Next up in the EDC stuff, of course, there's going to be something Hinderer on here. The Rick Hinderer Extreme Duty Aluminum Battle Black Pen. This is from EDC from EDC Specialties. I love these guys, Hanson videos and all that stuff, and they've been really good to me. I'm on their monthly box list. It's up here on the thing, the EDC Box Club, and they help out with the morning pocket dump content and that kind of stuff. So but I really like, I have a couple of the Hinderer Investigator pens. I've always been kind of intrigued by this larger one. They're not that bad, $80. Aluminum. This is the kind of beat up finish one. Kind of like it. Takes a Fisher Space Pen refill, which is a good refill, so that's pretty cool. And then we have this. It's just from Knife Joy. It's just a t-shirt, but I really like Chris Reeve stuff, and I really like this t-shirt. I just think this think twice, upside down, right side up kind of look is pretty darn cool. This looks like my style. I've always been kind of into these. It's $25. If I send her this list, this is probably what she'll get, I imagine. Yeah, in medium, because I'm a skinny boy lately, so that's changing a little bit slowly but surely. But Yeah, that's probably what she'll end up getting me, I imagine. And lastly, I'm going to put this in the kind of EDC sort of gear stuff, but it's really obviously you don't carry this with you. But I just didn't know where else to put this. This is a knife sharpener that I really want. It's a TS Prof. You guys have been recommending them like crazy. Been watching the videos. Have actually had a bit of conversation with the company. I might wind up getting one through them, but I'm not really sure. But anyway, yeah, I would really like to have one of these. I think these are just cool. This is the kit that comes with the braces and stuff. If you want to piecemeal it out yourself, you can do a little better than the 493. And they also make another version that's a little less expensive. But this K03 Expert Sharpener Start Kit is kind of the one that I think if I was to lay out the money or ask someone to lay out the money for in my stead, that I would want. It just it looks pretty darn cool. It comes with all kinds of stuff. Digital protractor, which is awesome. Yeah, pretty neat. I think this is probably the one that I would want. I know everybody says get a KME and all that stuff, but I'm weird. I want to be different, and it's a bit different. So, and now on next to my particular my particular hobby during the holidays that I've been into lately, the last like half of the year, is watches. So everything's going to be marked off down below. If you want to skip the watches chapter, if you're not a watch person, that's completely fine. That's why we have those chapter things down below on the tubes of you. But here we go with the first watch. This is an Islander from Island Watch. I really like Mark that owns Islander. It's kind of a very small company. He started out of his house, and it's grown into be one of the best places to go and buy really, really nice watches. But he has his own brand, and they are kind of unashamedly Seiko homages. Improved, though, often. It's kind of he kind of reimagines a Seiko model. This is basically the reimagining of the Turtle. This is a sale price for Black Friday and stuff. I intentionally tried to do this after Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and all that, but I missed it by a day. But so they're a little bit more than this normally. Yeah, $299 usually, $226 today. But I want this because I really like a Turtle, and then it's got the dual time zone bezel on it, which I really want a dual time zone bezel. And I've been just intrigued to try an Islander because I like Mark so much, and yeah, this would be the combination of those two. I don't think Seiko ever made the Turtle in a dual time bezel. You'd have to, you could make one. I'm sure that somebody makes an aftermarket bezel for it to replace it. But I just like the look of this one a whole lot. And again, Mark's a good guy, and I wanted to try a Turtle, and I'd probably go for that. Next up, this is actually from a knife place, but it's a watch. Way of Knife EDC Gearhouse, great company. Do a lot of mod stuff. Actually, one of my knives is winging its way to them right now to get modded. But they're a dealer for Bertucci watches, which I really like Bertucci watches a whole lot. And this is one of my favorites. This is the titanium A11T. It has the small seconds on it. I just really like the look of it a whole lot. I have another Bertucci. I have a DS3, which is all composite, but this is the all titanium one. You can get Bertucci's down to like $50. This is one of the most expensive ones they make, but I've really been intrigued to try a Bertucci titanium, and if I bought another one, I would definitely get it from Way of Knife because they're a knife place. So it's cool to support our people. Next up, this is also an Island Watch, a Seiko Samurai. Been very intrigued by one of these for a long time. It's $400. It's not inexpensive, not insane, but I like this one. That's kind of all blacked out one. Nick Shabazz gave it a very good review. Metal Complex has one, and they're just really cool. I have a lot of divers, but the Samurai is one that's always still kind of intrigued me. My father was a Seiko guy, so I try and go Seiko, but I rarely do. I have two and another one on the way, so I guess I am getting kind of a satisfactory Seiko collection. But I kind of think if I got another diver, I'd get a Seiko of some kind, just because of my dad. And this is the one that I would probably get. The Samurai wears small enough. It's not super small on the wrist, or this one here, the monster down in the corner too. Those monsters are pretty cool too. It might be a coin flip thing at the time that I bought them, but they're pretty similarly priced, and Yeah, but I like this one a lot. I don't like a lot of stuff that Seiko's doing lately, but I do like the Samurai a whole lot. Next up, this has been a watch that's, I call it a grail watch, but I've spent more on watches than this costs, and I still just never wind up getting it, and I don't know why. This is from Joma Shop. Great place to buy watches, by the way. This is a khaki Field King automatic with a silver dial, and I like the day that big day display. I just love the way it looks. It's very classic. I really like field watch style watches lately, and I just think it's a beautiful thing. And Hamilton's a great company with an amazing history. If you know them, they're made in Switzerland now, but they were made in the U.S. for a long time. Made watches for World War II and Vietnam and everything. Yeah, the Field King in this particular configuration is just beautiful. I just really love the way it looks, and it's expensive, $379, but it's not so expensive that I'll be afraid to wear it. Next watch is also kind of in the same price range. Laurier Hydra Series 2. I have a Neptune Series 2 from Laurier, and it's on my wrist actually right now as I'm recording this. It is one of the most beautiful things that I own. It's just so pretty to look at. They always are. $499. That's about what all their models go for. They don't have sapphire crystals. People complain about that, but the movements are excellent. And this has that dual time zone bezel, which I really want something with a dual time zone bezel. I use that because I have a lot of friends in Europe and stuff, so it's nice to be able to just glance at my watch and know what time it is where they are. And it's actuated with this second little crown there. Oh, this thing is just so pretty, and this is the color I want. It comes in either, this blue, silver, or the black and gilt, which looks great. But that's what my Neptune looks like. That's why I'm choosing it, because my Neptune is the black with the gilt. And I have to do the Nick Shabazz joke that he made because it's hilarious. But gilt doesn't mean that it feels bad about what it's done. It just means that it has some gold on it. I love that joke. That made me laugh very loudly when he said that. But just Laurier, nice couple out of New York City. And it's a micro brand, and they just make the most beautiful stuff. These bracelets are so pretty. I actually have a leather strap for my Neptune too, and I have never put it on it because I'm just so enamored with that bracelet, even though it's getting cold out and I should probably put the bracelet on it, or put the strap on it, I'm sorry, instead of the bracelet. I just haven't. It's so pretty. Now onto the knives, what y'all care about. Let's go with something cheap first. This is from Southern Edge Knife Works. I had not seen this particular set before. This is an Opinel number 8. I love Opinels. I prefer the number 6, but a number 8 I would carry in this way. I love the little sheath it comes with, because you clip it on your belt, but it's still in your pocket. And yeah, I think that's just a great way to carry an Opinel, and it's $37. And yeah, I think I would carry the crap out of this. And it's a carbon blade. I like the carbone, whatever, carbone blade. But it's I love Opinels, and I just think this is a great way to carry it. I just think it's really cool. It's got their little logo on the button. Yeah, I really like that a whole lot. I had never seen this set before. I was banging around Southern Edge Knife Works website. Go to Southern Edge Knife Works, use the code SDSEK at checkout and get 15% off. I just was banging around there and saw this and thought, man, that thing is really freaking cool. I would like to have one of those in my stocking. Next up, this one is a pre-order. I'm trying to make sure everything here is available. That's why a lot of stuff that you might suspect to see on here isn't. This is a pre-order, and I'm leery of pre-orders, especially from the place that this is listed on, because they just get a lot of them. But I really want this knife very desperately. This is the Spyderco Tenacious Lightweight Blue FRN with S35 VN steel, $98. I've always loved the Tenacious. Ergonomically, in many ways, it's one of my absolute favorite Spydercos, but the blade steel has never been up to snuff. Now, the lightweight made it even better. I liked the lightweight a lot. Having a lightweight with proper steel on it, yes, sign me up. Every day of the week, twice on Sunday. I desperately want one of these, and I really want to make sure that I get one. I would be very happy if I just got a little letter saying, sorry, your tenacious lightweight S35 didn't show up yet, but I pre-ordered it for you. Here's the tracking number or whatever. Here's the order number. I'd be ecstatic. That's fine. I don't care if I just got a piece of paper on Christmas Day, as long as at the end of the road I was getting one of these. I don't know when these are going to ship, but they've been on pre-order for a little bit, so I imagine I might get them in time. Next up, it might be surprising, kind of a boring choice, but this is just one that's been haunting me. I don't have a native 5 at the moment, and I love the Blurple S110V Spyderco configuration. I just always have. And I kind of just, I like the native 5 lightweight, but I like a Para 3 lightweight a little bit more. So I don't really want the lightweight. I just want the, I didn't even realize I had 2 Spydercos on here, but I just want a Blurple native 5, which is a kind of a boring choice, but I just haven't had a native 5 in a while. I would like to have one of these quite a bit, just to have back around again, because I love the native 5 shape, but I've never had, well, I've had very briefly, I always got sprint runs of the other one, and then I wound up selling them because they're always worth more, and I just don't wind up keeping them. I don't want to get into the whole why I don't buy sprint runs thing, but my experience with a couple of native 5s is part of the reason why I don't buy sprint runs much anymore. But yeah, I just want a regular Blurple S110B. I'm a simple man of simple needs. Next up, you knew there's going to be a Hinderer knife in here somewhere, right? I don't love the 3-inch XM18, which is what this is. And I'm really like, I really want a non-flipper 3-inch. I think I might like that better. But I want to give the 3-inch another try. My 3-inch was my very, very first Hinderer. I didn't think it worked very well for me ergonomically, but now I'm kind of more used to the way an XM18 feels. Maybe it wouldn't bother me as much this time, but this one is black DLC with purple G10, so I would forgive some stuff. Because look at that. I wouldn't change the hardware black. I think it looks pretty awesome with the regular silver hardware. I just think that looks fantastic. This is a DLT trading exclusive. Look at that. With that. How evil yet cool does that look? Yeah. And it's got the spear on it. Yep. I think the Swedge spear. I think this is pretty cool. And then lastly, from my good buddies at USA Made Blade, they have these in stock. I probably only one. It's probably long gone by the time anybody sees this video. A large Sabenza 31 with box Elder Burl. This is one that I definitely will not send the in-laws. It's probably the Hinderer as well. I know they're not going to spend that much money. They love me, but not that much. Yeah, $600. But oh my lord, look at this thing. Click to enlarge. Yes, we shall. Wow. That's just dead sexy. That looks even better than my micarta large Inkosi. Wow. That's just I'm clapping here. That's just a beautiful, 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 beautiful thing. $600. But yeah, USA Made Blade has one, and they're awesome people to deal with. Love them very, very much. But yeah, I've hesitated on another large Sabenza because, as you can see, it's S35, and I keep thinking any day now we're gonna start seeing the S45 ones. I thought they were transitioning to that this year, but apparently not. I guess everything's been held up with the COVIDs and all that. But and S45, isn't it? In my experience, having had both, isn't a dramatic difference. It's better, but it's not like hugely so. I would gladly accept a current one with the S35. So that is it. That is the end of my little Christmas wish list. Hopefully it's influenced you maybe a little bit. Put down in the comments down below. This is meant to be kind of a discussion. Put down what you're hoping for, what you want to get, what you want to see. Again, a lot of the stuff I put on here is because it's available. There's a lot of stuff I had to put on it that you just can't get right now. If I could just magically ask a real Santa, I'd be asking for other stuff. But since Santa is not real, sorry, spoiler, I have to go with stuff that you can actually buy. But I hope you have enjoyed this. I've been Brian. Have a good one.